and a typo-riddled tweet, he would appear in the ESPN Sports Center and argue, "Why believe that Russell Westbrook is the best player to ever have an okay? Why believe that Russell Westbrook is the best player to have ever put on an Oklahoma City Thunder jersey? He is Mr. Thunder." So he pretty much saying, "I believe." Okay. So he's saying that he believed that Russell Westbrook is the best player to ever put on an Oklahoma City Thunder jersey. He says he is Mr. Thunder. Right? He went on Twitter, was like, in about 30 minutes, I'm going to give my opinion on SportsCenter why I believe that Russell Westbrook is the best player to have ever put on an Oklahoma City Thunder jersey. He is Mr. Thunder. When called out for his snub of Durant, Perkins defended his rationale by stating, "Hey, Kevin left the door open and Russ walked right in it. And KD lost in the second round without Russ when I was there. So what that mean?" Perkins is referencing the 2013 Western Conference semifinals where Durant, and the Thunder were eliminated by the Memphis Grizzlies in 5 games without Westbrook, who had a knee injury. Durant then responded to Perkins and by all accounts murdered him when he stood. So Perkins went on Twitter and was like, KD lost in the second round without Russ when I was there. So what that mean? Kevin Durant went on Twitter, was like, "Yeah, and our starting center, Kendrick Perkins, averaged a whopping 2 and 3 during that series. You played hard though, champ. LOL," right? It was all jokes and games, right? You feel me? I'm pretty sure Kevin Durant probably was like, "You know what? That's his opinion." Right? Kevin Durant probably was like, "You know what? That's his opinion." You know what I'm saying? He probably wasn't even going to trip about it. He was like, "Whatever. He been there longer. I left the dude. I ain't going to say nothing." You feel what I'm saying? Because I did leave Russell Westbrook high and dry and go to State. You feel what I'm saying? But Kevin Durant, being Kevin Durant, is still going to say something on Twitter to defend himself. That's just how Kevin Durant is, right? After he said, okay, Kendrick Perkins averaged a whopping 2 and 3 during the series, "You played hard though, champ, LOL." I'm pretty sure Kendrick Perkins wasn't really averaging 2 and 3. And then Kevin Durant went LOL. So I'm pretty sure it was all fun and games. He's like, "All right, you on the media now. You feel how you feel. I did leave Russell Westbrook high and dry. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. But I'm going to still say something from an LOL. I'm gonna just get involved in the conversation too, jokingly." I guess, I don't know what happened. Kendrick Perkins, I think he went overboard a little bit. But that's neither here nor there. Kendrick Perkins come out of nowhere. Ain't no LOL in this tweet. This straight raw from the gutter, from in there, from the chest. Say it with your chest. Boy, stop. You did the weakest move in NBA history. Up on a team 3-1 in the Western Conference Finals, then go join them the following season. Heart of a champion right there. Boom! Where do I drop a bomb at? Man? I'm trying to drop a bomb. Where do I do it? That's a bomb right there. Boom! Where's that? Boom! Listen. Kendrick Perkins, I don't know if he felt some type of way about KD saying that, But once he did that, he started a war. And he started, everybody started talking about it. So then, Kevin Durant go, weak is starting at center, playing real minutes with no production. Should have worked on your skills as much as I did. Now we got a beef. We got a shouts out to Julian. Kendrick Perkins was correct on his opinion, but he really didn't articulate himself properly. I'll go for that. Shout out to Jeff. I ain't hear from you in a minute. I'll go for that, though. I'll go for that. Kendrick Perkins was correct on his opinion. Russell Westbrook is Mr. Thunder. But I was watching First Take, and what they was talking about was, at the end of the day, we know you in the media and whatnot, but there's certain code you just don't cross. You feel what I'm saying? If you feel like saying something, you go up to call KD and be like, yo, I ain't like what you did, whatnot. You don't blast the dude on freaking Twitter. Because I don't even think Kevin Durant thought it was going to go that far. You feel what I'm saying? Because he was just like, LOL, 2 and 3, you play hard, champ, whatever. Stuff like that, kept him moving. Kendrick Perkins ain't like that. He ain't like that. Because Kendrick Perkins felt like he did contribute more than just 2 and 3 points. Kendrick Perkins felt like he was the defensive anchor on that team. He felt like he was the leader of that team. He felt like he gave more than just 2 and 3 points. He gave leadership. He gave defensive intangibles. He felt like he gave more than just that. So I guess he felt like maybe Kevin Durant was devaluing the actual, the actual effect he gave, or the actual, production that he gave during those series, or that effort. He minimized his effort, minimized his production, and he ain't like that. But my thing is, I think it's because, what happened was Westbrook had a game against Oklahoma City Thunder. His first game back to Oklahoma City. Great. It was a great applaud. They made a big a tribute video before the game and whatnot. It was well received. Once Westbrook came out to the middle of the court, saluted the fans, everybody clapping for him, and whatnot. People appreciate that he stayed and he fought for Thunder. He fought for the Thunder, right? So now, I guess, Kendrick Perkins in the media now, they're like, you know what? He's returning back to OKC. All right. I'm going to come on ESPN and say why I believe Westbrook is Mr. Thunder. Granted, I see, you was the Thunder, you was there, you was a teammate. So who else is better to speak about that than Kendrick Perkins? You feel what I'm saying? If it stayed that way, okay, cool. Even if Kevin Durant came with that. Yeah, and I started sending average of whopping 2-3 during the series. I don't even know why Kendrick Perkins bring that up. And stuff like, because he said KD lost in the second round without Russ. So he pretty much saying like, yo, KD, when that year that Russell Westbrook couldn't play because of the knee injury, it was KD's team, and he still got bounced in the second round, just like Russell Westbrook. So my thing is, he felt like it didn't really matter that Kevin Durant, was, even though he's like probably better player than Russell Westbrook, he still felt like Russell Westbrook was that dude. Russell Westbrook stayed there longer. He did an extension and stayed with Oklahoma City through thick and thin, even though Kevin Durant left. So that's why he felt like, in his opinion, that Russell Westbrook was Mr. Thunder. So when this tweet come out, oh, yeah, I started center Kendrick Perkins averaged a whopping 2 and 3 during that series. You played hard though, champ. LOL. It's a joke. It's LOL. Like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's something like, okay, we know you at ESPN right now, you doing your thing. Mm-hmm. After all that happened, y'all hit each other up, y'all mess with each other, this and that. Man, shut up, man. Mr. Thunder, ha, ha, ha. I see you, though. I see you on ESPN, though. You feel me? It's like a homeboy thing. You get me? Kendrick Perkins went and low-blowed the dude, bro. Boy, stop. You did the weakest move in NBA history. Up on a team 3-1 in the Western Conference Finals that go join on the following season, hard of a championship right there. You know everybody thinks about that. Everybody thinks about that, but they're not gonna tell him that. They're not gonna say it in his face, because they know.
You know what time it is.
They know it's like, you know, kind of a low blow. You bringing that up. Only person that really brought that up when it happened was Stephen A. Everybody knows Stephen A. gonna speak his mind, and even Stephen A. Kevin Durant made up. He went on his show, boardroom, and everything. So even they made up. That thing's under the bridge. It's over with. He left Golden State. He went to Brooklyn. What championship culture does Brooklyn have? Nothing. You feel what I'm saying? He probably, you never know, Kevin Durant probably realized, you know, what he did. You know, he got a championship, and he realized maybe he still didn't get the credit that he deserved. He said, you know what, I'm going to go to Brooklyn. Brooklyn in the house. You know, and decided to say, you know, let me go to Brooklyn and go with Kyrie and try to win a ring there. He probably had that in his mind. You know what, I need to get a ring outside of Golden State so I can validate the fact that I'm a good player and I'm a championship player. Because even though I got 2 rings in Golden State, people still gonna be like, man, I bandwagoned it and went on their team when they was already good, win a championship and won 2 championships. So he probably eventually realized that, listen, I'm not gonna get my full credit as an NBA player, as an NBA champion, because I went to Golden State with Steph Curry and the crew. Let me go to Brooklyn. Brooklyn in the house. Let me go to Brooklyn with Kyrie, and let's do something over there. Let's get a ring. So now if you get a ring in Brooklyn in the house. Let me go to Brooklyn, and I get a ring in Brooklyn. Now people gonna give me respect because I brought a ring to Brooklyn. That's probably what his mindset was when he signed to go to Brooklyn. So his mindset was already there, but nobody's gonna say that. Kendrick Perkins, who's supposed to be your dog, who's supposed to be your homeboy. You feel me? You got Julian saying you can't devalue a man and expect him to respond nicely. That was sarcasm Kevin Durant was doing. By Kendrick is old school. He's going to attack. You're right. And that's what happened. You feel what I'm saying? Granted, you're right. Kevin Durant probably shouldn't have said 2 or 3, but it was all a joke. He put LOL. Just, okay, maybe he felt like he was trying to be slick, like you said, that was sarcasm, this and that. Okay. But at the end of the day, it's still like fun and games. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because in a way, you kind of being sarcastic too, saying that Westbrook is Mr. Thunder. Right? So, and he shouts out the King. He said Steph and Golden State needed him. LeBron had figured them out, and Kevin Durant was the X factor. I disagree. With that. The reason why I disagree with that is because they won a ring. Right? Okay, granted, the following year, LeBron, you know, me personally, when I watched that series, them refs was cheating for LeBron, dog. Them refs was cheating. Them refs was cheating for LeBron. They was calling all kinds of fouls on Steph Curry. Even Steph Curry got hot. He was like, hold up, bro. Why am I getting targeted? He took his mouthpiece and threw it at a ref. And he got ejected. But he went berserk. You never see Steph get mad. You never see Steph blow up. And the reason why Steph blew up that series was because he was unfairly getting targeted, bro, by the refs. So I feel like them refs helped out LeBron to get that ring, bro. And then on top of that, hey, King, you get me started. Because in that series, when Draymond Green, okay, they say something about he hit him in the balls or whatever, this and that. Bro, you saw LeBron walk over him, like looking down at him. What you expect Draymond Green to do? Then you gonna suspend Draymond Green the next game. That changed the whole series. That changed the whole series. So, how you gonna... So, that's how... LeBron ain't figure out anything. The refs helped out LeBron on that one. I ain't giving you that one, King. Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that around here. So now, okay, I feel like still it could have just been, all fun and game. It could have been all, that tweet Kevin Durant came out with the LOL. At the end of the day, he put LOL just to make everybody know, hey, I'm joking. You get me? Kevin Drake Perkins go and say what he said. That start off like that, just straight up. I don't know. Even though you felt like you should have said it, you probably shouldn't have said it, bro. I'm just being real, dog. Kendrick Perkins, you probably shouldn't have said it. That's just straight a knife. Just straight stab, drag down. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, y'all was teammates, bro. And I know at the end of the day, y'all friends. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe you was mad that he did what he did and left OKC. But I don't know. So then Kevin Durant go and say, we can start in the center, play real minutes with no production. Now you start a beef. Now you got everybody getting on Kendrick Perkins. Kendrick Perkins probably should have did that. Kendrick Perkins betrayed Kevin Durant and whatnot, this and that. The moral of the story is, for me, is Kendrick Perkins shouldn't have put him out there like that, bro. He should have did that behind closed doors. He should have hit him up, talked about it, told him how he felt. That's probably something that was holding in for a long time. And then once he started jabbed at him, he was like, nah, all right, now I'm finna really get your behind. You feel what I'm saying? Now I'm finna really get at you. And stuff like that. And said what he said. And now people looking at Kendrick Perkins like, you selling out, you on ESPN, and stuff like that. You putting dude out there, you betrayed dude for ESPN, stuff like that. And I truly feel like maybe Kendrick Perkins probably like, you know what, damn, maybe I should have did that. But whatever. But now you have a real beef. And now you got people talking about it. And I feel like in this day and age, people make up, NBA don't really hold grudges anymore. It's not the old school Jordan days where people hold grudges for years and stuff like that. I don't feel like this grudge is going to be like the Jalen Rose and the Michigan, what's his name? What's the TNT broadcaster? Chris Webber and Jalen Rose beef. I don't think it's going to be that bad like that. Like now they can't be in the same room together and whatnot. I feel like they probably going to sit down and talk, be like, yo, my bad. I should have said that. Okay, my bad. Because nowadays, NBA players nowadays, they're not really on that. You feel what I'm saying? People just trying to vibe. So, granted, this has blown up to bigger than it was supposed to be. It was just supposed to be Kevin Durant giving Russell Westbrook his shine, saying that he was, Mr. Thunder, and it got blown up to a proportion to this point where I don't even feel like Kendrick Perkins wanted it to get to. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure he's like, damn, I ain't wanting to get to that point. That's not what I was trying to do, but whatever. We have Julian, once again, shouts out to Julian. Was Kendrick wrong when he said Westbrook is Mr. Thunder? Kevin is the greatest to wear a Sonic and Thunder jersey, but he left the small market team to die, and Westbrook kept them relevant. Why nobody got on Michael Jordan when he sided with Westbrook for staying in Oklahoma City? It's not a beef, it's entertainment. You don't think they did that to keep Kevin Durant name relevant? Nobody's talking about the Nets. Nobody's going, and you said why nobody got on Jordan when he sided with Westbrook for staying for Oklahoma. Nobody's ever gonna get on Michael Jordan for anything, bro. Mm-hmm. Nothing. It could be whatever he say. Nobody's gonna get on Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's not gonna be on radio or getting scrutinized for something he said 9 times out of 10. So it ain't even like, yeah, that's not happening. And it's not beef, it's entertainment. You're right, it probably is entertainment. And you never know. Kevin Durant's not playing right now. Hey, one thing about it, it did keep Kevin Durant's name relevant. And then Brother King saying that KD was the X factor. That's why KD was the X factor. No, KD was a player that did not need to be on Golden State, because they was going to still win championships without him. Period. Point blank. Moving on my last segment. The last segment of the day. The last segment of the day. You know what today is? Championship Monday, baby. Oh yeah, I said it. Championship Monday. Today's the day. Clemson versus LSU. Ed Orgeron versus Dabo Swinney. Dabo Swinney been doing this thing. Got 2 chips already. And Trevor Lawrence versus Joe Burrow. And you already know who I'm rocking with. You know who I'm going with. Mm-hmm. I'm going with experience, baby. I'm going with people who've done it before.
Clemson?
I'm going with Clemson, baby.
I'm going with LSU, bro.
Mitch here said he going with LSU.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch said he going with LSU, people. Once again, we got somebody on Twitter or Facebook saying Kevin Durant was luxury piece for Golden State. LeBron guys could not compete with the Warriors. Thank you. Now, further, add to what I was saying already. I'm going to read a story from Bill Connolly just to speak about the championship game today. Just an excerpt. Only in college football could a national title game pitting 2 teams that have each won 2 titles in this century feel fresh and exciting, but we are here. After 3 Alabama and Clemson title games, I'm not for the lie, bro. Alabama and Clemson was getting tiring, bro. I got tired of that, bro. Every year, bro. Clemson, Alabama. Clemson, Alabama. Clemson, Alabama. Alabama, Clemson. Alabama, Clemson. Clemson, Alabama. Every year, bro. This is something fresh and new. Clemson, LSU. Nice. I like it. I like the ring to it. I like the ring to it. And guess what? It's like a Tiger Bowl. The Clemson Tigers versus the LSU Tigers. I like it. I like it. I like it. Like Pastor Michel always say, I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. Only in college football could a national title game pitting 2 teams that have each won 2 titles in this century feel fresh and exciting. But we're here. After 3 Alabama Clemson titles in the past 4 years, with Alabama Clemson semifinal in 2017, we now get a battle of Tigers. Dabo Swinney Clemson is here once more, but this time at Orgeron, Bama, and Georgia and Oklahoma conquering LSU Tigers champs in 2003, 2007 to wait. In a season that featured 3 true title caliber standouts, these two teams and Ohio State is feeling that college football playoff national championship in New Orleans will pit two of them, LSU and Clemson, who are combined 28-0. They're both undefeated. See, that's the thing. And that's crazy. If Alabama lost only one game and they won out, it would be Alabama in there with one loss.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would have had LSU with zero LSU or Clemson with 0 losses out because Alabama's Alabama. That's crazy to me that Alabama be getting so much like favor from the polls, from the voters. It doesn't make any sense. Like, no disrespect to Alabama, but come on, man. So LSU and Clemson are combined 28-0, and they each field thrilling modern offenses and elite pass defenses. On paper, this is a classic matchup. Let's dive into what separates them and what doesn't. LSU may be 5-5 to 6-point favorite, but the numbers suggest something closer to a toss-up. No matter whom you lean toward in this one, 8 p.m. Monday on ESPN and the ESPN app, you got all the ammunition you need to back up your pick the last time they played. The Tigers have been good all season. Obviously, we're already gushing about their resurgent offense 2 weeks into the season, and despite growing number of defensive injuries, they survived a stiflingly hot 45-38 shootout at Texas in week 2 and beat 4 other weaker teams by an average of 57-15. And the schedule got stiffer, so did their resolve. They survived tough home tests against Florida and Auburn, and then went to Tuscaloosa and beat Alabama for the first time in 8 years. What's scary, however, is that as the defense has grown healthier, LSU has just gotten stronger and stronger. So now for Clemson. An initial glance at the state from Clemson's win over Ohio State might be confusing. Passing stars Justin Ross, T. Higgins with just 10 of 19 for 80 yards and 32 success rate. Not good. Star running back Trevor Etienne carried it 10 times for just 36 yards. Also not good. The Tigers went scoreless in the first 4 drives, 1 missed field goal, 3 punts, because Ohio State had definitely accounted for what amounted to Clemson's plan A. Worse, Higgins got hurt early on, and it looked for a while as if he would have returned. I ain't finna lie. Clemson survived that game, Ohio State. Ohio State was coming for their behind. Mm-hmm. Ohio State almost made the championship, dog. Listen, Clemson, by the hair of their chin, made it to the championship this year. But guess what? That's that championship pedigree. That's that championship resolve. They ain't going to take no for an answer. And that's why I got Trevor Lawrence and Dabo Swinney. I can't wait till next week. Next week, we're going to dive into the game. And when I come back and I'm going to come back Monday. Monday, I'm going to come back with my dog Tannehill in the Super Bowl. And I'm going to come back with Dabo Swinney with a championship. And then, I don't know, Green Bay versus San Francisco. Who I got? I got my dog Aaron Rodgers going to the Super Bowl again. Why not? Why not? San Francisco looking good though, but
we got to wait and see.
We got to wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
But you heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks. Tannehill versus Aaron Rodgers. The 2020 Super Bowl in Miami. You heard it here first. Billy, you listening? I'm saying it. I can say it. You know why? Because Tannehill's done it. He's in there. He winning games. Mitch, bro, you got to give me my credit, bruh. You got to give me my credit. In the beginning of the season, what did I say, bro? Yes.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You said a whole lot about him, but I forgot. Well, you said a whole lot of things about Tannehill. That's why every Monday we expect a talk from Tannehill. But what I could say, don't be surprised.
Don't be surprised what?
Could be an upset for Tannehill this week coming.
It's not gonna be an upset because everybody expected him to lose.
All right, so I don't know about you, so what you gonna think, but I don't know, but they finna go against a good team. And I ain't gonna lie.
I'll take that. It ain't the credit I was looking for, but I'll take it. But I'm sorry, man. Beginning of the year, I was like, listen, Tannehill's gonna take Mariota's job. He did. He not only took Mariota's job, brought him to the playoffs, won 2 playoff games, now has a potential opportunity to make it to the Super Bowl against whoever. I got Aaron Rodgers making it to the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers versus Tannehill, Super Bowl, Miami. This is going to be wild. I got Dabo Sweeney getting another championship tonight against LSU. This is going to be wild. This is the DEUS Sports Show, man. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for tuning in. You know, I try to do it. I try to, talk, bring you guys up to game. I try to, delve in and talk what I know and have a conversation. And thank you for everybody on Facebook Live. Shouts out to everybody that was texting in. And thank you for everybody that was listening and tuning in and responding on Facebook Live and getting in the conversation. Really appreciate it. Hey, man, I'm just getting better, doing it day in and day out. Every week, trying to get better. You just got to get in the trenches, man. And that's what I've been doing. And that's what we've been doing at Hosannaradio. Not just this radio station, not just this radio show, but all other radio shows on the station. We're trying to get better. We're trying to do better. It's for you guys. And I'm out.
Yeah, he's out. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. This is the DEUS Sports Talk. That was Brother